This is the Photo X Go. Weighs less than 1 kilo, 36 centimeters folded. Can shoot as low as 35 centimeters, and you can, of course, go the inverse. So you can pop it up there, you can tighten it, and you can shoot underneath. So actually, when I said 35 centimeters is the lowest you can go your camera right on the ground if you position it carefully between the legs, which you can easily do by simply twisting this, and your camera can go any orientation it likes. And it's 153 centimeters tall from base where it stands on the ground right up to your base plate. And it's perfect if you're shooting on lightweight gear like an APS-C camera. Want to travel? Because it has this cool little bag, less than a kilo, these epic little ropes. You can even have a little bit of a backpack out of that with this sealer right here. Look at the size of that one. And it's a canvas bag, it's not going to tear on you. Or you just want a budget-friendly, reliable option if you're beginning in the world of photography. The X Go Carbon E2 from FotoPro is the way to go. Let's get into it. G'day guys, what's cracking? It's Ralph Mayhew here, and I'm stoked to bring you FotoPro's latest offering to the world of tripods. It's carbon fiber. Check how many pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pieces. And that is why, even though it has a load bearing capacity of 8 kilos, that's right, 8 kilos, that would be like flapping around in the wind. I would not suggest that. I'd suggest a lighter body. So if you have a big body, just be careful on this tripod, right? But perfect if you're traveling, you want something that's going to be small and portable, very lightweight, and good in a pinch. Here's the release locks, and we lock this way and pulls out, and you just grab all of them like this, and they all pull out like this, and you go back up, tighten them all up. The grips feel kind of smooth in your hand. I'd like just a little bit more, maybe a cross hatch, so it feels like I'm not gonna slip off there. Sometimes you think you've loosened this and you haven't quite, and sometimes you think you've tightened it and you haven't quite. So just a little bit finicky. If we were gonna develop this, I'd fix these things up, really. That's all I'd do. And we've got this cool grip, but I'm gonna explain the cool grip later on in the video. Bit of a teaser, so you stick around. The feet are interesting. They just turn around and round and round. Don't try and tighten them up, you'll be there forever. But if you pop them off, oh, I love that sound. Look at that, you can go spearfishing. Yes, come on. Three-pronged spearfishing. Pop this back on, and it comes with 3 of these in case you lose one in your travels. Center column is 2 parts, so we simply turn this and pull this up. There's an elastic hook, which means you can hang something heavy on it to increase its stabilization, but you don't want that thing banging the legs, because then it'll be even worse. You can also turn the entire head if this isn't locked up. So look at this. I reckon it's kind of handy. Leg clips you engage by pushing this lever down, and it pulls out to that function, to that setting. It's about halfway, about 45 degrees, and to that, which is nearly 90. It's probably like 85, to prop this off the ground. And then to get your low level, you simply loosen this and pull this up. There's no way of taking the bull head off and attaching it right here. Are you loving the army green? I'm loving the army green. I kind of want to go and do some deer photography. Just go out into the forest. There's no forest near here. What am I talking about with deers? But anyway, I'd just love to go and take it out into the wild and camouflage. Look at this. See? You can't even see it, can you? You can't even see it. It's that good. Whew. Comes in a variety of colours depending on what colour and finish you want. The bull head is really, really clever. I like it. It's set up like a normal bull head. So you have this, which you loosen, and it enables the bull head to go round and round. It has a arrow here, which tells you what degree it is. That's really helpful if you want to just make sure the setting is true and you have it at the right calibration every time you use it. So thank goodness there's a Pilates class just across the path, because I'm down at a park that's right next to the beach. Beach is out there, but it's too windy. That's where I wanted to shoot this morning. But thankfully, because there's Pilates class, all the people walking past are looking at them, not me. Now, with this lever, that frees up the bull head, but watch what happens when I turn it. So I turn it, and there's a turkey there. Bull head's loose, and there's still a bunch of grip. And that's what I like. It has a lot of tension around it. So often what happens is you loosen your bull head and your camera just goes lunk. But with this, it kind of holds it in place, and then you can actually just gently move it and reposition it any way you like. Has the cutaway here, so you can go down into the cutaway, creating a vertical, and the vertical can shoot all the way around, which I think is really, really important. Then the treats aren't finished yet. So you use your little bubble level to make sure your camera is all level, and we're just gonna, like you see it moving around like that. We're just gonna do this because I want to show you something. So we tighten that off, We tighten off this knob here, which stops it spinning and rotating. So we have the camera like this. Sometimes you need the tripod stable so you can just move the camera as a panorama. And so what you do, panorama, you just pull this out like this, and then watch this. This is all stationary, and the ball is still, but it's activated from here. So it loosens it up, but it means you can do a panorama. You just need to make sure that your tripod's stable, otherwise your first shot's gonna be wonky, your middle shot's gonna be straight, and your last shot's gonna be wonky. So that's why you use this bubble head to make sure it's bang on level this way, and this way, and this way. Also has another bubble level there, so it's just equipped with bubbles and bubbles and bubbles. What I really love about FotoPro's getup is their base plates. Look how chunky they are. You can fit your hex key in the middle, you can fit a long blade in here, or it's got a giant handle that's really like you can put a lot of torque on that and tighten it up, and it doesn't feel like it's going to fall off or break. Also has these two rubber pads here to protect and grip on your camera, and the two stoppers here, which you can actually take off, but it causes your base plate to stay secure in these parts of your tripod and not go wandering or your camera slip off when you're not paying attention. Also has two 1/4-20 mounting points just here. All right, now to the special treat since you've stuck around. This releases, and we unscrew it for a while. Ooh! Then you see our hook. We then unscrew that, being careful not to lose anything. Pull this out. You know where this is going. Attach this, and I have myself, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, like, well, you didn't know I could do that, did ya? I didn't either. A ninja staff or a monopod. You could even use it as a monopod. So a ninja staff, a shepherd's crook, or a monopod. Probably meant to be a monopod actually, to be honest. And it goes a bit higher. That's how high it goes. So it stands nearly the height of the tripod, about 160 centimeters high would be my guess. And then finally, and this is really cool, inside the head, so if we tighten this up and then we pull the head off, you have tucked in here, you take this off, you then unscrew this, and you can turn it round. So if you want to put a different ball head on it that uses a 1/4-20 rather than a 3/8, you just turn it round, pop it back in, and screw this in to the hole that's there. That's actually a 3/8 hole, which is why this is a 3/8 part of it. So cool. A couple of things to note about the tripod. He says while he's holding just one of the pods, not the three, the Monopod. I don't even know why they call it a pod. It's quite easy to have something loose because there's so many things to tighten up. If you put it on and you're like, I'm all tight, and then you're like, oh, I'm not. It's because you got to tighten this, or you got to tighten this, or you got to tighten this, or you've got to tighten around here, or you've got to tighten this. So there's a lot of different options. But the benefit of those options, it gives you more options when you're shooting to do the things you want to do. And that's it, guys. I think that's the tripod. What do you reckon? About FotoPro's X-Go carbon fiber E2 tripod. I've been really impressed, and I can recommend this to you. Thanks FotoPro for sending this to me. I love your gear. I'm actually vlogging on another one of your tripods. I'll put that here. It's much more sturdier, and like it's a travel tripod that's got a bit of grunt to it. But I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you've got any questions or any comments, I'd love to hear it down below. If you're thinking, no, it wouldn't work because of this, let us know. If you're thinking that's epic because of this, let it know. This is actually going to a beginner photographer friend of mine who's in need of a tripod, so I'm going to pass it on to him, and hopefully he enjoys it as much as I have making this video. Thanks FotoPro for sending it to me, and our partnership, really appreciate it. And I'll see you all after you like and subscribe. Bye.